John, let's start by just having a quick look back at Dumbarton there. Great test of character to come back and get the 3 points.
Very much so, fantastic, yeah, in a day where it was horrible conditions, really freezing cold on Saturday, sleet and rain and wind, and no great conditions for football, no great conditions for the fans. You know, I congratulate every single fan who turned up on Saturday for coming out in weather like that, because it must have been just as a lot easier to sit in the house by the fire and watch your TV and the results coming through. So, you know, thanks very much for turning up in some horrible conditions. So, yeah, going behind early in the game, but no panicking. You know, playing our stuff and getting back level. Unfortunately, you know, going behind again for a second time. You know, coming in 2-1 down at half time, needed a response, and the players went out and delivered that response with 3 goals in the second half. A great win, you know, by any matter of means. It's a good win. 4 goals, scored 4 goals. You know, Ewan Murray getting on the score sheet, Lewis Vaughan coming back and getting a goal. Obviously Dan and Kevin have been regular goal scorers for us, and we hope they can continue to do that, but it was good to get Lewis back in, and as I say, Ewan Murray getting his first goal of the season, so it's great that the goals were getting shared around as well.
Yeah. I mean, picking out individual performances, I thought it was great, obviously, to see Louis Vaughan back in action and scoring, but Ewan Murray, the technique for that goal, I thought was outstanding. If that had been English Premiership, we'd still be talking about it yet.
Yeah, the outside of his boot, yeah, he took it very well. It was a great ball in again. Dan put in some great deliveries on the day, and even for Dan's goal, Kevin Nisbet's ball in was a great ball. But Ewan, you know, he got himself forward a lot last Saturday, and he got his rewards by getting that goal. So yeah, an excellent finish. He got in a good position, finished it off, and you know, that was a killer goal for them to make it 3-2, put us 1 up with not a lot of time to go. So we needed that, and he delivered. He duly delivered in the right, you know, the right position at the right time.
Yeah. And obviously good to get Louis Vaughan back on the pitch.
Yeah, no, Louis, as everyone knows here, he's a tremendous player, and we've missed him. There's no doubt about that. You know, I think we'd have a good few more points on the board if Louis had been, you know, available for all these games that were played, particularly the 3 games that were lost. I think with Lewis in the team, that wouldn't have happened. So it's great to have him back. It's absolutely brilliant to have him back. You know, so great that he got on the pitch, and great that he scored. Training well. The strength in the squad now is getting better and better. Really happy with that. Callum Crane will be back available this week as well, so the only player we have out at the moment is Regan Henry. So from a few weeks ago, where we were maybe looking at 4 or 5 players out injured, now we're only looking at 1, and we're very strong. We're now strong on the bench as well as being strong in the starting 11. As you said there, you know, Lewis Vaughan coming off the bench to make an impact. You know, he links everything up for us, and the players respond to that, and you know, delighted to have him back, and it's only good for the team and the club.
Yeah. So as you're saying, you know, that we're now getting that strength and depth back with players returning from injury. It's a not insignificant task of Arbroath away on Saturday. Silly question. What are you expecting from Dick Campbell's side?
No, they're very good at what they do. You know, they're very direct. They'll play the ball long. They'll try and get the ball out to the likes of Bobby Lynn, guys like him, and you know, the strikers, McKenna, Wallace, if that's a combination, which is more likely to be. But you know, they've also got Stephen Doris, they've got the young lad Smith, you know, on loan from Dunfermline. So they've got good strikers as well. In midfield, you know, Swanky is you know, a creative player. So we know their strengths. They're very good at what they do, and obviously they you know, they keep on winning games, and that's a great habit to be in. But we need to stop that. You know, we are the next team up to do that. We were the last team to take points off them in the league, which was here. So it just shows you how well they've done it. They've managed to go on and you know, not dropped any points. So we go up there on the back of winning 4 out of 5, and we look to cause them problems.
Yeah, are you envious in any way of that Campbell being able to field a very settled defence, midfield, and attack? You know, no real injury problems to them so far.
Well, I can guarantee that if we had our players available, you know, for instance, since we came in, if we had everyone available over that period of time, we wouldn't be so far behind them. There's absolutely no doubt of that. You know, if we had everyone available, we would not be as far behind them as we are now. Our squad is strengthening up, and you know, as I say, we can now make changes that will make an impact as well, and obviously Arbroath have had that as well, the amount of times they've changed things, you know, late in games and got goals late in games because of that, and we've maybe not had that luxury. However, you know, we are getting stronger, and we're very much looking forward to Saturday's game. We look forward to being, hopefully, you know, we have to go and compete, and we have to dig in. That's the type of team that Arbroath are, but they've got quality, and that's how they get their goals. We need to be able to match them in that direction. At the same time, you know, we've got players who are on really good form, on fire at the moment, and they'll know if come up against a team that's playing as well as us.
And I'd like to pick out a player who's returned from injury recently, Kieran Wright. You know, when he first got his injury, it looked certainly to supporters and people watching the game that it was a very bad injury, and a lot of people were thinking, would he come back? How's he responded and dealt with all the injury stuff?
Yeah, well, you're right. That was the impression I got. I got injured on the Saturday. Myself and Paul Smith came in here and took over on the Tuesday, and that was the indication we got. It was too early to tell exactly how long he was going to be out at that particular time, but the indications were that, you know, he maybe not come back until into the new year, in which case his loan deal would have been up. And so obviously we had to get someone else in, and we did, and it's led to a situation that's not great to have like 3 goalkeepers vying for, you know, the one position. It becomes, you know, it's not great for anyone, but it's just the circumstances that we have found ourselves in. Kieran obviously got treated at the Hummel Training Centre with Rangers all the way through. There was dialogue, you know, and Kieran hardly missed a match. He was virtually at every game, so we knew how he was doing. As it turned out, he didn't need an operation, which was obviously a bonus. If he needed an operation, it would have been out for a lot longer, so that was a bonus. And he's come back, you know, earlier than we expected, albeit that he was still something good about 10, 11 weeks out. You know, he was still out for a long time, so yeah, he's came back in, and as I say, it's not an ideal situation to have 3, you know, goalkeepers vying for one position. However, you know, that's where we find ourselves, and you know, we just deal with that.
Yeah. Final question, John, and I'll let you get away to lunch. We've got key games coming up: Arbroath away, the derby match, East Fife, and then the cup game next month. How important are the fans in this run, and a quick message to them for Christmas as well?
Yeah, of course, exactly, massively important. Yeah, I mean, myself, the staff, the players appreciate the support. You know, home and away, they've been fantastic, and we all want the same thing. And I know it's getting a bit frustrating and all the rest of it, but we need to stick together, and we need to show belief in each other, and we need to be patient at times. You know, we just need to keep everyone on the same, singing for the same hymn sheet, and keep supporting each other, you know, all the way right to the very end of the season. So yeah, big games coming up. Hopefully we can return from Arbroath with 3 points. Looking forward to the derby game here against East Fife, also a big game. You know, we'll maybe due them one, and we want to finish the 2018 on a high and going into 2019, which I feel will be a big year for us. Yeah, so yeah, I'd like to wish all the fans, you know, a Merry Christmas. Hopefully we see you here on the 29th against East Fife.
Great. Thanks, John, and happy birthday for yesterday.
Oh, thank you, and happy birthday to you now today.
Cheers.